Why can't people just go to the gym and work out and be normal about it? This Friday I will be uploading a narration video of scary gym stories. People are always asking me if I have scary stories from my life. Honestly, my life isn't that scary. So today I wanted to share with you some weird, funny, rude, and embarrassing stories that I have from the gym. And then if you want to see some actual horror stories, stick around for Friday's video. If you don't like these Storytime videos, then you can just not watch this one and pretend it doesn't exist. That sounds like a pretty good solution for both of us. So my gym options right now are kind of limited. For those of you who don't know, I live with my parents out there, not really near a lot of stuff. So I have to work out at a location of gym chains that I shall not name, but let's just say I'm not the biggest fan and they don't have a lot of the equipment that I need, and a lot of the people there are fucking weird. They're a bunch of weirdos. It's very cheap to go to this gym, so you get a little bit of everyone, mostly strange people. So I typically will go to the gym in the morning with my mom. She'll do cardio while I do weightlifting, and the cardio machines are set back away from the weightlifting machines with a huge wall of mirrors, so my mom can kind of see the experiences that I go through, and then we laugh about them later. Totally not judging anyone at the gym, we would never do that. So one such day, I couldn't get to the gym in the morning. I work from home, so I just had too much stuff to get done in the morning. We decided to go around lunchtime instead, which we don't really like doing because there tends to be more weird people. The gym is a little bit busier in the morning, but at least you have everyone there who's there to work out and not to be fucking weird. So anyway, I'm lifting weights or whatever, and this woman walks in with a lot of fucking jewelry. It was just very strange. She was in workout gear, but she had this like diamond necklace on and like diamond bracelets and like pearl earrings and all this shit, and kind of a strange haircut for a woman of her age. She had like the short, straight across bangs that made her look kind of like a toddler, but she was definitely in her 40s or 50s. But whatever, like I said, definitely not judging anyone at the gym. But she comes in, she doesn't even like scan her membership card at the desk, so who knows if she's actually a member at this gym. And she fucking comes in there looking pissed off and ready to beat the shit out of someone. So she stomps over to the free weights where I am. Like, she's on a fucking mission, dude. She is about to hit this workout hard. And she goes up to this rack of dumbbells and she starts grabbing them and throwing them on the floor. Like, just picking them up and throwing them on the floor. I'm gonna say at least 4 or 5 sets of dumbbells she just rips off of the rack and throws them onto the floor. I am trying to mind my own business, but I'm already like, alright, this lady's gonna do something to piss me off. There are signs everywhere telling you to re-rack your weight. That's really hard to say. Re-rack your weights. There are signs everywhere telling you to do that. People are typically good with the dumbbells, but for some reason they don't understand what that means, like on a bar with plates on it, so I just have to start off every workout by unloading 45-pound plates from the bar that I want to use, so that's always fun. But it's usually not a problem with the dumbbells, but I'm like, this lady is gonna make a fucking mess and not clean it up. I already know. And also, why do you need to get out every set of dumbbells that you're going to use for your entire workout before you even start it? I don't know. So she grabs some of the dumbbells that she has unceremoniously ripped out of the rack and piles them around one of the benches and does one set of bicep curls, does like one tricep exercise, and then throws the weights on the ground. She goes over to a Smith machine, gets all set up, and does like one set of bench presses, and then she just fucking leaves. She has like this pile of dumbbells around this bench as if she's setting up for an apocalypse and these dumbbells are going to like protect her from the zombies or something. It was so strange, and she didn't even use half of the dumbbells that she ripped out of the rack. I just don't understand. Luckily I haven't seen her there again, so I have a funny feeling that she actually wasn't a member, but never want to run into her again. So this story is about the same gym. I was not there with my mom that day. Sometimes I go alone. I am a big girl, so. And this was just fucking rude. Like the other lady, at least she was funny, not intentionally, but I could laugh at it. But this guy just pissed me the fuck off. So I get set up at a Smith machine. I am very clearly about to use this Smith machine. I've got my water bottle, I've got the sweatshirt I just took off, you know, I'm adjusting the bar, I'm racking my plates onto the bar, and this dude just walks over, doesn't even like look at me, just like, oh, I don't care about anyone. Oh, I'm the only person in the world. No one else matters except for me. He just fucking drops his jacket and a towel on the bench that is under my Smith machine that I'm clearly about to use. I need to really break myself out of this habit. If any of you guys do this, stop, because it's like, you don't have to fucking do this. If someone else does something wrong and you are trying to point that out to them, you don't need to apologize. You're not the one who did something wrong. They did. They should be apologizing to you. So I would like to say that I was like, hey dude, what the fuck? This is my Smith machine, I'm about to bench press, get the fuck out of here. But instead I was like, excuse me, sorry sir, I'm using this machine, so sorry. And I'm already embarrassed by the way that I had reacted. And this guy is just like, oh, yeah, well I just needed a place to put my stuff. How about the fucking locker room, dog? That was just a weird day in general. There were like two dudes who watched the interaction and then like made it an excuse to come and talk to me about like my tattoos or something, which is fine. I'm not trying to be conceited or whatever, but like, you know, I'll get like dudes looking at me in the gym sometimes, which is fine. It's just don't come and talk to me. I have no blood in my brain because I'm using it for other stuff. So anything that I say is gonna be really fucking stupid, and also I am there to work out, not to get hit on by strange men, so no thank you. This last story, I can't believe I'm telling this one, but you guys need to know. You just need to know something about me, and that is that I am a very embarrassing person. I don't know what it is. It's like, I can just be such an airhead sometimes. I think it's because I'm thinking about other things. I'm never like concentrating on one thing except for when I'm meditating. Like, that makes me sound like a hippie, like whatever. Practice mindfulness, guys. It's important to your mental health. But besides that, I just have a million thoughts going through my head at once, and I just embarrass myself in public all the time because of that. So in one such instance, this was at my old gym a few years ago. I used to work out at like a really, really nice gym in Boston. It definitely had more like powerlifting equipment, so people were more serious there. I was also in a lot better shape then. I had like a personal trainer. Whatever, fitness comes in ebbs and flows. I will get back to that point at some point. So I was also lifting weights that were a lot heavier back then. And if you guys have never like powerlifted or lifted heavy weights before, let me just tell you, it makes you fucking stupid in the moment, because all the blood that's floating around in your brain that makes it so you can, you know, think, is rushing to your muscles. You get like winded for a little bit after you lift. Anything that you do for a few seconds after you lift heavy is not gonna make much sense. And I am using that as my excuse for what I did this day. I had just finished a really heavy lift and I was getting set up at a bench to do bench press. And I don't bench press a lot. I've never been able to bench press a lot, even in like my peak of fitness. I'm just a really small person and I don't like naturally have a lot of upper body strength. So at most I was putting on like 10-pound plates, unless I had a spotter or whatever. We don't need to get into all that. But anyway, so I needed 10-pound plates to get to the weight that I was about to lift. And I'm looking around and there's no 10-pound plates on my bench. I'm looking around at like the rack where there's the rest of the plates. I'm not seeing any 10-pound plates. I'm just like, oh, 10-pound plates, 10-pound plates. And I can't think of anything else because I'm just in like stupid, I just lifted mode. I really hope that someone else in the comments has experienced this so that you can make me feel a little bit less dumb. So finally, I see it. I spot the 10-pound plates. So I guess the guy a couple benches down from me was doing drop sets, which is where you start off at a heavy weight, and then you take off like 5 to 10 pounds, and then you immediately do another set, drop off 5 to 10 pounds, blah blah blah. It like really gets your muscles going. It's a way to like fully exhaust your muscles, so it's a really great way to like build up strength. I would see people do it a lot at that gym, and it typically meant that they were using more plates than normal because, you know, it makes it easier to just like take off a plate and then go on to your next set instead of having to like do math and fuck around with all that. But this guy has literally every 10-pound plate in that area of the gym on his bar. And all I can think of is, I need a 10-pound plate. That is all that's on my fucking mind. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. So I walk up to this guy. He had just finished a set. He's literally like getting up from under the bar, and he sits up and is like catching his breath. And I just fucking walk over and I start taking plates off of his bar. What is wrong with me? Who does that? This was like many years ago, and I am still embarrassed every time I think about it. It was just, what? What? If this guy has a YouTube channel, he has definitely told this story, and if not, he has definitely told this story to some of his friends because it's hilariously stupid. I still can't believe I did that. And this guy is also in the stupid I just lifted heavy kind of like mindset, so he's like not thinking, but we make eye contact and I'm just holding I'm holding one of his plates, and we just kind of look at each other with these stupid faces on like, but he doesn't really say anything. He just kind of like looks at me a little confused, but not mad at all, just a little dumbfounded. So I'm standing there with his plate and I was like, I need this. He let me take the plates, but like, holy shit, there's about 1,000 other ways that I could have gone about that wouldn't have been completely humiliating. So anyway, those are 3 weird experiences that I've had at the gym. Do you guys have any good gym stories? Also feel free to make fun of me in the comments down below about that last story because I deserve it. And if you're looking for actual gym horror stories, just stay tuned for Friday's video and I will see you then.